Hey guys, Magic Master here, and today I'm going to be showing you the hardest trick I know. But before I get into it, I want to remind you guys that I will do a deck giveaway if I reach 100 subscribers, and the Bicycle Red Dragon deck will be the grand prize. I did a review of it a while ago. Also, go subscribe to J-Tricks and Cards Galore. I will leave links to both of their channels in the description. Credit to Schwarzenegger Magic for this trick. Go check out his channel and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into performance. So, if I had an assistant, I would have them cut off the cards, memorize the card, and put the cards back on top. And they could shuffle the deck too, but I don't have an assistant, so I'm just going to do it. So let's say they cut about right there. So then they would memorize this next card, and I kind of have to look at it, but I usually wouldn't if I had a spectator, but I have to look at it, so in the end I can know that I got the trick right. So in this case it's the 3 of hearts. Go ahead and memorize that, and we set these back on top. Now I'm going to make a few piles here. Okay, now we'd have to find the pile with the spectator's card. So I'd ask if their card is in this pile, and there's your card, so they'd say yes. Now remember, I usually wouldn't look at the card, but I don't have an assistant, so I have to look at it. So then I would have them reverse count the cards, and I'm going to try to get a feel for their card. Okay, I believe that this should be your card right here, the 3 of hearts. Alright guys, that was the trick, and let's get right into the tutorial. So, like I said, this is the hardest trick I know, and if you don't like the way I explain it, I'll leave a link to Schwarzenegger Magic's tutorial in the description. So the key word here is estimation. Okay, so you have to estimate how many cards they cut off at the deck at the beginning of the trick. And that's the hardest part of the trick. So this does take a little bit of practice. It took me a while, and I haven't even performed this 100% yet. I've probably gotten this right like 25% of the time when performing it to people. So it does take a lot of practice. So you have to estimate how many cards they cut off of the deck. So if you're standing up and doing this trick, you kind of want to stand back so you can get a look at the thickness of the pile. So you estimate, so I'd say there's about 20 cards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so I guess 20, but the actual number is 22. I would still be okay though, because your estimation has to be within 2 cards. So let's say the actual number of cards in the pile was 22, like it was here. If you guessed 20, 21, 22 exactly, 23, or 24, you would be okay and you could still do the trick. But if you guessed 19 or anything lower than that, or 25 and anything higher than that, the trick would not work. So you have to be within 2. Let's say the actual number of cards was 27. You would have to guess 25, 26, 27 exactly, 28, or 29 for the trick to work. If you guess 24 or 30 or anything higher or lower, the trick would not work. So your estimation has to be within 2. So there is 22 cards in this pile, but my estimation is 20. So we're going to stick with 20. So then you would have them memorize this next card, and I'm just going to keep it face up for tutorial purposes. And then you'd have them set these cards back on top of the deck. So then you take your estimation, which in this case is 20, and you find 2 numbers that multiply to equal 20. And you're doing this in your head, and you have to be really quick at it. So 5 times 4 equal 20. So then you could either make 5 piles or 4 piles. And the other number would be how many cards down it is in the pile the card is in. So let's say you want to make 4 piles. So if you're making 4 piles, their card will be the 5th card down in the pile their card is in. So now you can forget about the 20, you can forget about the 4. All you have to remember now is the number 5. So then square up the cards, and yes, you're going to spread out the piles one by one and ask them to find their card, but it's in this one, so we're just going to make it easy on ourselves and get rid of them right away. So then it's not going to be, now remember our number is 5, it's not going to be 5 cards from the top, it's going to be 5 cards from the bottom. So you have to get the cards reverse counted. So you can have the spectator do this and tell them to deal the cards down one by one into a pile so you can get a feel for their card. So they do that. And now remember our number was 5. So we deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and the next card will be their selection. Now it's not going to be the 5th card down, it's going to be the card after 5 cards down. So if you did 1, 2, 3, 4 and flipped over the 5th card, it wouldn't work. It's going to be after 5 cards. Alright guys, that was the trick. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.